just like our opinions being valued. I think this statement kind of encourages people to come forth with ideas. Because if I read something, I'd be more willing to share my ideas instead of being like intimidated out. Someone might think it's a stupid idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we dare. It's. I mean, the paragraph seems about really like. There's nothing daring about the paragraph. It's about expressing thoughts and ideas, and it's not really daring about that. It's more cultivating, and that's what I get from it. So.
I think We Dare would be better suited for like just innovation or something.
I was thinking that, like, if we were to have, like,
Yeah.
strong
I hear
technological
you.
advances, like, We Dare.
No, but that makes sense. That's why you're telling me it's actually here in this paragraph is more that we listen or we cultivate, which I like too. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's kind of a reverse perspective here, huh?
Because like I felt we're being risk averse, like
It's almost like we dare to speak up.
So it's more about
No, I don't know. Yeah, if it doesn't pertain at all. You're right.
Like if it was We Dare to be different, that would make sense. But yeah, I think We Listen would be.
So no, because we don't dare.
I don't think that's what this paragraph is saying.
Is about.
Yeah,
Yes. So there is definitely some ambiguity here between, or discrepancy maybe between the title and the. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, but the idea in itself is interesting.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Any blue on that paragraph? On that one? Yeah, she left blue on this one, except over there. So we care.
I didn't like the first one.
Yeah.
I didn't highlight
Blue
anything
for me.
about it.
It's blue for me. Yeah.
It's what?
Blue.
The first sentence just seemed very. It was like a turn off almost.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, it's a very strong statement.
Yeah, I mean, to say something works since day one is pretty, I think, arrogant. You know? Yeah. It doesn't have anything to do, you know, you're making a statement and there's nothing about cultivation. It's like we've done it right from the beginning.
There's nothing to do here.
Right.
And there's nobody that's always open and honest. Like, I mean, I don't know. You can't. That just seems too declarative as well.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't say.
Yeah, I would change it from like work to like we value
Strive to.
or
strive to.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
No company has been.
So we strive
perfect
to
since
what?
day one.
Be open and honest with our employees and our.
You know, when you talk about open and honesty too, it's a fine line. It's tricky. I think that's probably why a lot of us put it in blue. I mean, it's really what you're privy to as well, depending on your position, and certainly, our CEOs aren't going to be open and honest to us with things that aren't relevant to us or what we shouldn't be. So it's hard to blanket that statement because the wording. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Right, so not everything actually can be read.
And I just don't think too many people would even believe that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something that's believable, so it's almost better to change the statement and say it in a different way that sounds...
Yeah, exactly, the wording.
Yeah. That just sounds like, okay.
Yeah.
We got this.
Okay, so not believable. Was there any yellow by any of you?
I liked the idea that they were going for, but I just.
The execution.
Yeah, like the idea of wanting to be open and caring about all of the employees or every client is a very important one. But I don't know if it's working necessarily in this.
Yeah.
Like I would mention just saying like we prioritize or like you said strive for.
Okay. And we trust.
Again, for me, I think the idea of like trust and the truth are very important. This didn't evoke any emotion in me.
Yeah, I was indifferent towards it.
Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's just informative.
Yeah.
Yeah, informative and whatnot.
I was expecting to be more impactful. Like, we're in over 150 countries. I'm like expecting some like fan statement, and then it just kind of died.
I think it was
Not engaging.
No.
I do like the last sentence though. I mean, we give the respect and loyalty we want to receive.
Yeah, I like
mean,
that.
It's a great statement.
Okay.
Like a two-way street.
But two?
No, like a two-way street. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Like you said,
Okay.
just like treating others the way you want to be treated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think we trust and we give respect and loyalty that we want to receive go together. If the title doesn't say anything about what the paragraph.
Again, no.
Yeah.
Just,
Okay. But the idea of trust, what do you think of it? We trust, because it's not just an idea, it's actually a behavior. So, we trust. Is that something that you find interesting as an idea? Is it compelling? Is it motivating for you as part of this story?
I mean, trust is motivating, yes, definitely. You know, again, whether it's applicable in every situation is a different story, but I mean, it is appealing as a overall like idea and important.
Because?
Because you want to, I think, regardless of what your role is, you want to feel that what you're bringing to the table is respected and taken into account, you know.
I think trust is also one of those things that once it's gone, it's very hard to get back. So it's very important. You see it all the time in the news with like Facebook. Like once they're no longer trusted for something, it becomes a whole ordeal and it leads to one thing and another. So being a behavior, core value is key as long as it's executed. So I think it's important that that's noted, that it's something we need to continue to strive for, that clients and employees continuously are trusting of Richemont and everyone in the organization.
Yeah.
And without the trust, I mean, a lot of the other behaviors don't work. You know, there's no partnership. You know, the ideas aren't going to be heard, or you know, so
it's kind of the necessary.
Goes without saying, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's why, like, when I think about work.
Trust is like the foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's add an exercise. Please take another pen, whichever
Okay.
that writes, because I would like you to rank them, right? 1 to 6.
Okay.
1 is your favorite.
One favorite, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And maybe circle your ranking so to make it stand out really well. And once you're done, just only keep 4. So put a big cross over the 2 you want to eliminate. Yeah, or like completely, really over, like over the paragraph. Yes. Yeah, and that will be helpful for me. Well, I believe we have some alignment here, except there, like about perform, yeah, because you were stuck on the idea of value and that's why you kept it, but you eliminated we perform because
It was more so where I saw the other 4, I guess.
right. Okay. Yeah.
But I just felt like we performed was a little bit contradictory, so.
Okay. Very clear. So now, I would like us to, step back, maybe, and before we go to the next, smaller chapter of this conversation, maybe try to get back to these behaviors and that manifesto, because as you said, yes, one is a bit more concrete and specific, it's putting into action the manifesto, but maybe that actually the bridge doesn't really happen completely, or maybe there are some topics on one end that are missing in the other end. So I would like us to, you know, to continue maybe stepping back a little bit and saying, okay, well, actually, what really fits well together between the manifesto and the behaviors? Just, you know, trying to revisit what we've been sharing so far. What fits well?
So we explore. That fits really well with the manifesto.
So tell me more. Make a real sentence so I can really understand your
Like
idea.
we explore our history and our diversity
Yes.
to create our future.
Yes. Yeah. More thoughts. Don't limit yourself. Huh? That's fine. I mean, you know, we're building this together. There is no good or wrong answer.
I think
What
the-
else fits?
the we perform in terms of creating value works
Yes.
very well with cultivating like all ideas are valuable and in terms of craftsmanship.
Yes.
And then we're proud of our passion too. I mean, we
Mhm.
perform, we're,
I missed your comment.
also it would apply, we perform to the manifesto, we're proud of our passion.
Yes.
Good. Teamwork and every voice being heard,
Yes.
collaboration.
We collaborate. Yes. Okay. And so this is about what's on the paper right now, but also what you want it to become, right? So don't hesitate to inject your builds. When I'm asking this question, what really builds, it's also what you've added, right? What you really want to see, what you think is exciting.
I'll just say something about like respecting, like we respect. I just feel like that doesn't happen a lot, so I think that's important to put in there, like respecting
Yes.
colleagues, clients, you know, basic respect.
Yes. So you want to see more respect.
Yeah, something that's addressed. Yeah.
Yes.
So it can be something that's not true right now, but we hope for. At the forefront of innovation.
Yes. Innovate. So this is really the watch out. So that's a strong area of improvement, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you want to build a future that includes that.
The collaboration and teamwork
Yeah.
amongst even.
It's like they mention it in behavior, but like I feel like in the manifesto they didn't mention it. I think they like briefly.
What are you referring to?
Teamwork.
Teamwork.
That's
yeah.
teamwork?
Like it should be. I
Yeah,
think they
it's
should
more
be-
client focused
Yeah.
than the manifesto.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I heard you before say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Is all this exciting?
Like as much as a corporate manifesto can.
That's a very polite way to put it.
It is important. I think that I have to believe these things to like what I do and to be an ambassador. And I do like so I think some of this has been really successful, whether it's Richemont driven or VCA driven, but it's important. So, yeah.
I mean, I think it's obviously challenging to try to cover all of the different aspects and functions and everything with concrete statements,
Mhm.
applicable.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, you appreciate the challenge, and it's true.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
It's
It
hard.
is a
It's hard
difficult
to-
exercise.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I think maybe there could be things that you could say to make it more exciting? Because actually, this type of thing, if they do it, you've got to believe in it. You've got to be excited about it.
Yeah.
So help me. What's
I mean, honestly, again, like for me, it just if I was to talk about my experience, is the excitement is having had voice, ideas being listened to, having great partnerships, having people believe in me, having people guide me through a career. Those are the exciting things that I can take away from a manifesto and speak about personally. I think it might be different for everybody a little bit to, again, it's a corporate manifesto, so it's hard to be excited about every single aspect. I think we could only be excited as how it pertains to our own experiences,
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, but that's a very fair point, right?
yeah.
It's a group where you feel you can be heard, where you feel there is a collaborativeness, even if there are some, maybe, secrets or
Yeah.
specific cultures that belongs to the maison that needs to be protected.
Yeah.
And it's a support for growth. And,
They will, the support for growth. I will say I see that often. People climbing the ladder.
yeah.
And coddling it and all the liquor life programs and all these different ways
Right.
to enhance your
Even
current employee.
even like switching from one department to another too.
Mhm.
So there's like growth in other areas, so you're not
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
focused on like.
And I think Richemont in general, that I think that we can speak to as a group that is strength and a difference than other
Agreed.
brands, other companies out there.
They like welcome it.
Yes,
Mhm.
they
Yeah.
do.
Mm.
And they don't only say they welcome it, but they follow up with the
Yeah, exactly.
Encourage it.
Yeah.
I'd love to see more about the, I sound like a broken record, but the footprint on the world, because I just feel like we're incredibly wasteful. So if we could do something that put something towards fixing that, or like,
I feel like with, recently they've made an emphasis, I guess, with CSR initiatives that, because they had that whole,
Mhm.
I guess, seminar over just our
Yeah.
carbon, even with all like travel and.
what does that mean?
With
like
the-
social
with the-
responsibility.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
There
And
is
there's
like
the
a
team-
board,
There's
yeah.
a board, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I know some of the brands, like ours, they've changed their packaging and they've won some
Mhm.
awards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for
Sustainability.
I would love, I
Yeah.
just see,
I think, and I think,
Unpacking product in there
ever
from
since
front to back.
Alon came on board as
Yeah.
CEO, he's kind of driven that point home. I think it's important to him.
you think about charity and all that,
Yeah.
absolutely, which I love, but
And I agree, though, I think,
Yeah.
just.
keep going towards that, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I mean, we're not, I'm hoping, I don't know what their goal is, but like in 10 years or something, like our carbon footprint emissions are,
Lower.
yeah.
So, but that's a fair build, and I appreciate there might be some actions already taken that not
Yeah.
everybody's aware of, so maybe,
No, but
bring
it's-
awareness
it's-
and also do it and continue and claim it. Or
I'm really glad to
at
hear
least-
that,
No, there
Right.
is,
because I don't, I didn't know that.
yeah, and it's I think we can do more, I think, about sharing it, but also really, I mean, it's supposed to be an emphasis and part of the selling ceremony, but I think as, in a larger level, we can do more to really emphasize what it is we're doing.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
a lot of different
both.
ways,
Yeah.
whether it's in the, in the maisons, in the boutiques, and,
Yeah. So you agree with the bill,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And that could be also something that belongs to this type of internal document, right, which is, footprint and how we impact,
Especially with social.
Yeah. Is there any gap or anything missing or enrichment that you want to build? Improvements that we haven't discussed? Good? You with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing great, huh? We'll be done in less than 30 minutes. Okay, so last piece, and then there will be a small other different topic that we're going to discuss, but we'll be almost done. Trackline, the last page. So, we craft the future, and there are different variations, right? Which is the second
Yeah.
section in this this page, but on this page, but like we craft the future. That notion. What does it convey? How do you understand it?
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was.
It didn't
No.
feel, it felt generic, it
Yeah.
felt like that should not be a luxury brand tagline, or like, you know, like, that sounded,
Like a auto company or something.
yes, precisely.
Oh.
Yes.
And I get it, we have like watch brands, but
Right.
I still think it's just a very generic.
And
Yeah.
Idris,
Curate.
what type of future are you creating? Like what is the future?
Okay.
Like, you know, is it through each person's perception of what the future is going to be? You know, it's very generic again.
Yes.
So,
Because if you were to present that tagline to like a group of people and ask them like, what company you think of, they're not gonna think of a luxury brand.
no, I think of advertising.
It's not that
Yeah.
way.
Something like, yeah.
Right.
Or it could be like a technology.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
so you're like designing.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
know, like a computer for the future or something.
Okay.
Which we
Especially,
clearly don't do.
Yeah.
yeah.
What about the others that I didn't hear?
Yeah, I felt that I get what they're striving for, like craftsmanship, creation, uniqueness. But I kind of agree it didn't fit the luxury. appeal.
Not so much. And what grade did you put?
I mean, it's easy to understand, but I don't know if
Yeah.
it's really a
In terms of
reach
appeal,
out.
what did you put?
And put,
Like
like,
it could appeal.
8.
yeah, like it could appeal, but I don't think it's like great.
It seems lazy.
Yeah.
8 to me is a good grade, though, right? What
I don't know. I
makes
feel like I got lenient as I went through. I felt like I was being a little harsh.
and I'm not putting you on the grill, right? I'm just willing to understand. And sometimes, you know, I think in general the U.S. culture gives good grades. But
I mean, I think we understand where the tagline is going. So I put 7 too, and I understand. But it's for me, I put 5 for specific, and
all right.
so I understand kind of the idea behind it. It's a great idea,
Yes.
but the execution, the phrasing, isn't necessarily.
Okay. And yourself?
I think I kind of felt the same thing. The word craft, it falls in line with Richemont. You're thinking craftsmanship. You're thinking, when you think of like say the watch brands and things. So, in taking the word craft and thinking craftsmanship, it works. But as far as like an overall tagline, I agree with. It's not luxury. It's not something that you would look to see, from a Richemont Maison. I don't think that's a tagline that you would identify with.
Okay.
Like we might get it internally, but I don't think anyone else externally is going to look at this and think craftsmanship.
Yeah.
What will they think of?
Arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts?
When I see
Fear.
the other one, like
Craft
crafting the
fear.
future, I think of like a school. Like you're
Oh.
raising kids to be the future.
Yes. What?
That's what I
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so there is also an issue with this word almost.
Yeah.
Although it might echo with craftsmanship, etc. In this sense, it's more arts and crafts school. Or whatever. Okay, cool.
I see that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think you're right though, because we're used to the word craftsmanship and craft. Automatically, we're all like, oh,
Yeah.
watches, jewelry, okay.
Yeah.
But if you ask someone on the street, they'd probably say,
Mm.
Like trying to take
Yeah.
myself out of this. I'm a craft in the future. Okay, so we're teaching kids how to like.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what was the intention? They missed it. What was the intention?
That they have a hand in how they're, like they're curating something, or like they're the puppeteer, like they're in control, I guess, of.
I think they're trying to get at what the first part of the manifesto was, like expanding our Maison's history, like things like that. If we think beyond today, they're trying to create a future, but I agree, it's like, what is the future?
Yeah, and I think that's what I got from it too, is they're being the puppeteers. That's why when I chose a different variation of it, which isn't great either, but but we craft the future again. It's like we're taking control to craft the future as we see it. Kind of goes back to that manifesto. I think that we, where they said, where was it? The uniqueness, I think, or there was another part of it where it was again seen as we do things we believe, kind of.
Oh,
Yeah, and so I think it would be better, like, to designing a better future, or, you know, something like that. So at least it has,
Like a qualifier, you
Yeah.
mean?
yeah, something,
Okay.
you know.
The statement "we think beyond today" is much better than "we craft the future."
Mhm.
We think beyond today is
Yeah.
more interesting.
Yeah,
In the manifesto.
yeah.
Why?
Because it's like, we're not like a futuristic company, like we have so much heritage and history that I think they're trying to get that in here as like we use our craftsmanship for the future, but it's like not there. But it's like if you have a statement like "we think beyond today," which could be better for a tagline with some different words, but like taking our history and modernizing it basically.
Yes.
I think even in the first, that where they say "we think beyond today," when they use that first sentence of "our heritage helps us write our future." So it's basically, that's what they're
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
but again, it's just like not the right wording. And, you know, because I think, again, to her point, it's like, okay, if you think about the craftsmanship, everything is going back to the heritage, and now they're taking that and using it to build a future, which is, I'm assuming, what they're trying to say, but it's just not worded.
Right. So to make sure I understand your comment, you're saying maybe that sentence, "our heritage helps us write our future," works better, is more explicit about the
Way
intention?
better.
It is.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. Would that be an exciting tagline?
Yeah.
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 I like
Much
it.
more
It just makes you feel something a lot
Yeah.
more.
Mhm.
Yeah?
You wanna know more.
Because you're excited to find out about the history
yeah, like how,
of the
yeah.
Maison, and now you're excited to see, well, based on their history and, you know, everything that they've done in the past, where is that going to take us in the future? Or, you
Okay.
know, what does the future hold for Richemont? Like, what's new and exciting?
Yes.
Yeah,
And what,
it's like sustainability.
right,
for the brand.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Not like the daycare.
Makes perfect sense. What other ideas do you have? What other thoughts about that tagline?
I think it is unclear. I'm sure we touched on the future. Is it the future of humanity, or is it the future of the Maisons? Is it whose future?
Whose future? What
So that's why I
future?
like crafting our future, if anything, so it's more specific. to-
Yes.
You're not trying to play God.
Yes.
Being in control, I think that's what, I mean, that's my interpretation, at least what they were trying to get at.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the word craft sounds limiting to me. Like it feels very, maybe it is the in control type of thing.
Yeah.
You just see it now all with like food and beverages. It's just like the connotation of it has nothing to do with luxury or like
Ah.
curating
Yeah,
something
and
or like
there's a lot of other,
creating
like,
this
craft words
special
too
thing.
that aren't necessarily,
yeah.
like, in mine, like, witchcraft. I mean, you don't want to say a word that's gonna
Mhm.
evoke other, you know.
Totally taken out of
Yeah,
Beers.
yeah, exactly.
Especially beer or
That's all I could think of. was
Bread.
beer.
That's
Yeah,
what craft
I'm
beer
sure
is.
that's the tagline of all the beers. Yeah.
Mm.
It's such a
We craft it, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I mean, very good, Bill. So, by default, just let me, just because I have to tick that box, help me understand which one you put as your favorite, knowing that none work, but by default, which one did you pick? Like the first one, who picked it? We craft the future, like the existing one. So just one person, yes. And alternatives, who put second?
second.
Okay, so 4 of you put second. And you put the last one. What's the difference?
Ours seems more like, you know,
Team oriented.
For the
I feel like I'm
Yeah.
involved in,
involving,
And it's our future
Yeah.
together, like, we're responsible for it.
yeah.
yes. And what's the difference between when there is a verb like we craft versus crafting, ing,
It just sounds stronger, like it's more actionable.
with the ing?
No, we craft.
Ah,
Crafting is
Who Martha's doing
I don't know. To me, we craft sounds stronger than crafting.
because you are in the action.
Yeah.
but not you guys.
I felt kind of jumping off what you said, like crafting our future felt more collaborative, and like we as a whole were doing it.
Yeah.
Not any specific, entity or.
Yes, I hear you. Yeah. Okay. Good. Look, I think that's super clear. So, conclusion. I will have one final discussion with you guys, completely different. We need 10 minutes on this, so I'm leaving it aside for now. I really want to revisit with you all that at the expense of sounding a little bit pushy. Sorry about that, but just really, we're doing 2 sessions here. I had this morning some feedback. I'm having your feedback. I want to, conclude this day with full clarity whether you thought these ideas were strong, clear, exciting enough, motivating for you as contributors to the success of this organization, of the group. Convinced that there is, that it's capturing the true assets of Richemont and the Maison, and of who you are, you all as a team, dedicated passionately to your work. Are they in the right direction?
I think so. For some of it, like 60%. I don't think it's 100% anything, but I think that the intent is good, and that's clear. But no, and maybe because we work at the Maisons, we just have a different bias with how things are executed. So some of this is hard to believe, but so just kind of keeping that perspective for what we want to see in the future. Some of this, though, it's super important, and I think it's very valuable,
Yeah.
which I think what we shared when we created our own little list. Like, those were things that excited us.
Yeah.
I also think, I've seen the word craft used a lot too, and I don't know if it was, this was done by, Richemont, not North America, but someplace else. And I think that's something you really need to consider too when you're doing manifestos and doing taglines is, how are the words going to be taken in different cultures? Like, for give you an example, we wanted to do corporate orders. So when we speak to corporate orders, I think it's pretty clear what corporate orders here are in the United States. But I'm told in Switzerland, it's like a huge, discounted order. Like it's a negative thing. So we don't use corporate orders, so you can't say that word. I'm like, okay. But you need to understand that we say that word here. So when we're talking about it in this context and reaching out to companies in this, demographic, we're going to say they're going to understand corporate orders. So I think it's important also to really understand the words that are being
Really, to be
used.
sensitive to all of it.
Yeah.
Because maybe craft might be something more understood or positive in someplace else.
True.
So what truly matters to you is that there is a respect of the different cultures.
Yes.
I think that there needs to be definitely respect and just an acknowledgement that
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yes. What else matters to you?
The enchanting, the storytelling, the creating brand ambassadors out of clients and out of your employees and all that, just really, enchanting them, I suppose.
Like building client relationships.
Mm. And what do you think that if you look around competition, what they're saying, what they're doing, from a direct, perspective or indirect perspective, depending on your function, what do you know you guys own that they don't? That is really worth also building on.
For me, I think that
It can be there already, or things that you want to underline, or things that could be even reinforced.
I think the quality and the longevity of the Maisons, the fact that we're not trendy. The fact that you're not going to get there's consistency. That's important.
Yeah, I mean, they're true to their DNA. They're, you know, so I think a lot of they value the heritage, and they, again, like they said here, they're not gonna sell out.
Right, at the expense of
At the
something.
expense of making sales, so I think that is, you know, something that we're doing very good as a group. You know, we're not gonna come up with some weird trendy thing that's, you know, that's out there now that everybody else is doing.
Or endorse the new
Yeah.
pop star or something like that.
Yeah. So,
I appreciate that. Sometimes it can be boring, you know? Sometimes having this consistency in the fact that we aren't very technological advanced, or we don't compromise in some things, can kind of keep us in a hole. So I don't know how you fix that, but because we're known to have some boring events.
Yeah, it's difficult trying to find the right balance.
yeah.
Between, you know, adhering to like your core values at the same time, being adaptable, so that you're not like left in the dust,
Yeah.
essentially.
And keeping your integrity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's huge.
Evolve in a way that still
Yeah.
keeps the integrity.
It makes you proud, like the pride of your brand and all that. That's super important.
Yeah. Very good, very clear. Okay. And the topics like, you know, if we go back to the manifesto, those 4 topics, are they the right topics? Our heritage helps us write our future. We think beyond today.
I think we revealed exceptional. In fact, I think a lot of us weren't too keen on that, because it was like unclear.
Yeah.
I would substitute it with like collaboration or something,
Mm-hmm.
teamwork.
Yes, you want to add the collaboration.
Or put it in writing what your the exclusivity of your stones are, or put it in like more concrete, tangible. Because we do use, but it's because every brand can say that they're the best and all that. So like, how can we actually say that we use the 0.01% stones or whatever, like to make people really understand it.
Substantiated, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we think beyond today. We even have said that we really like that, and it encompasses not only our past, but I think our future. And I totally agree with that. This is a point in time where we need to consider like not just our Richemont world, but the world in general. I think that that's something that
Yeah.
in the next 5 years is going to be a really, really big focus.
Okay. Very helpful. Thank you. So, I think I'm super clear, thanks to your contribution. So, the last topic I was announcing just a short moment ago was, as I said, a little bit different, but you'll understand why I'm asking at some point. It's more about, you know, communications, channels, and information within the group, because, you know, at the end of the day, they will need to communicate on this. So, I'm not asking you to help them, you know, build a strategy for communicating that big manifesto. I'm, for now, more interested in understanding your current practices regarding communication. What channels do you use? What do you think is most efficient? What type of information do you like to check and that you have access to as a start? If we think of of news regarding you know, the business, how it's going, what do you have access to, and what type of information do you receive, and what are you interested about?
Well, I think the newest one we receive, and I don't know everybody's opinion on it, or everybody's on it, is this Yammer.
Yeah.
You never use it.
Yeah.
I get emails on it.
Never
Yeah,
been
and
on.
it's I mean, it's a line of communication, I guess, that's global. But I don't see, at least in my position and even in, with who I work with, I don't see it as a tool that is very engaging or really useful.
Okay.
Especially since we have emails and we have WhatsApp groups and we have phone and and so Skype and so many other things that it's just I understand the intent and certainly I think some markets probably use it more effectively than others, but
Right.
but
So
from
it's
my
been launched,
experience
but not great.
from my experience here it's not.
Because you're still a lot on Skype, on emails,
Yeah.
on calls, on WhatsApp too. You
Yeah.
have WhatsApp groups?
Many.
Ah.
So Yammer's just like another thing you have to check.
Yeah.
And it's like that annoying thing that I never check. And a lot of it's the same information that you can find on the internet.
Yeah.
I'd rather
Yeah.
just go on the internet.
Ah.
It catches my eye more
So
when
you
I
also
open.
go on the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Reach is our internet, it's our
Yeah.
homepage, so like when I open every day at the Internet Explorer, open a new tab, like it pops up, so something is more likely to catch my eye there than me
Yeah.
to log on to Yammer, honestly.
And how did you call your homepage?
Reach.
Reach.
Yeah,
Okay.
the-
That's when we open on Reach Small, we
Yeah.
have a page, the first page is called Reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has like
It has
a
the
news banner, it rotates
It's-
articles
it's
or
interesting, yeah.
information.
And it's easy to read and to navigate.
Yeah.
And it has business news for all the different zones, internal and external.
And it's something I think it's psychological. You can go at your convenience. You're not getting alerts to
Yeah.
go on it. I think if we get alerts to go on it, then we wouldn't go on it as often as we do.
So this is your, like, for internal news and stuff, that's what you go to mostly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few things, right? Like I'm getting emails, whether it's, weekly PDFs on what's happening in the know, but then also there's another platform to use, and then on top of the Reach, and on top, I don't look at any of these, really, because I don't know where to begin, and it's like.
So it's too much?
Yeah, and you have to, but that's probably my doing.
You think you have lots of communications internally about the business, about internal movements, in news, all that? Yeah?
I mean, it's going to vary, I think, between maisons. I don't think Richemont gives us a ton, like from actual Richemont. I think we have a
Okay.
page, and then there's some,
Right.
marketing reports that they share depending on your position and everything. But I think, yeah, the maisons is going to be specific as to how much and position and everything.
Gotcha.
But there is a lot, and again, with the Yammer thing, since it hits everybody, it's I must have like 6 different WhatsApp groups just for,
Okay.
yeah.
And what type of information is it, what you're getting?
On Yammer?
On Yammer and on the other
Reach.
channels?
Reach is like just announcements or news about
Informative, yeah.
different maisons.
Educational, yeah.
Yeah.
Could be like sales,
Yeah.
Halloween party,
Events.
Launches.
yeah,
Events,
their sales are down
launches,
for this company,
Even
job
market studies,
opportunities.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Reach is really useful. though.
Yeah. I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
It seems that it encompasses a lot
Yeah.
And then I have an internet for my own brand.
And,
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, same thing, yeah.
I think we all do.
And then and then
You
we
all
have
do.
within that then the other access to the tabs for the different links that we would need, whether it's like IT, HR, or,
Okay.
yeah, the tools. So I mean, it's I think something
Okay.
that
Gotcha.
we can all agree is useful.
Okay. Okay.
I read all the emails that like Alon sends.
And
Like,
what
or my
about,
CEO.
say that again?
I like direct emails from the CEO. Those are ones I always will open and read consistently. Because they're very rare.
They're rare?
Yeah.
So you open them?
Yes. I'm like, oh.
Big news.
I'm about to say something
I'm
like,
tired.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, I'm to be honest.
Okay, and meetings, like in-person meetings or town halls, or
Mhm.
you have that too?
We have,
Yeah, we do.
We do, yeah.
yeah.
How often?
Quarterly?
Quarter?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say quarterly.
Yeah, quarterly.
And then someone else, like, depending on certain initiative,
Okay.
we'll have like a ton Yeah, I think they're fourth. And then we
Okay.
had one recently with Patricia Gonti, I think. Last week, right? Or was it this week?
How would you describe the communication style at the Maison? At Richemont. Like, serious, fun,
Corporate.
very visual, corporate. Okay, corporate.
Very
What does it mean?
To the point, but like,
Buttoned up,
yeah,
Yeah,
like
but
a
no.
serious tone.
yeah,
It's,
not casual.
yeah.
I don't have a lot, everything seems to be digital, nobody talks to each other. And you see that a lot, like, instead of picking up the phone, like, I don't like doing the email back and forth, I need to know
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
because I'm only here for, so like, I like to call, but that doesn't seem to happen. It's all emails, or it's all digital, it's like, that's how you, it's the Skype,
Yes,
okay,
very written.
I like to talk to
Oh,
people.
no, but yeah, you prefer the in-person. Yeah. Okay. But also chatty. I mean, if you have the WhatsApp and stuff, why did you create some WhatsApp?
So there's WhatsApp between all of the boutiques, just for some communications there. If somebody wants to celebrate a sale, if the retail director wants to do something that's urgent, like give me your, figures by the end, projections by the end of day. Then there's CRM champion WhatsApps. There's WhatsApps every time I take clients to events. We have like top clients, so there's WhatsApp there with the global senior client experience person and that team, and just regarding that event. And so there's a lot of WhatsApp. So
Okay.
yeah.
We have one that we use for just our department because we always are going to some type of location or something that we all check in that way. So Beverly Hills looks great, or like Florida's doing okay, this is our new library, like that,
Yeah.
or this saw a knockoff of this, or something, like a little bit more fun in there and more personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a good transition to my next and probably last question, is what style do you prefer, right? She said like in person or
And
whatever.
short and bullet pointed.
Bullet pointed.
Yeah, to the point,
Yeah.
yeah.
Help me more. What else do you prefer?
I think for big news, it's usually better in person.
Yes.
And my brand is smaller, so we try to do anything that's of bigger conversation or more important in the team meeting, because it's easy to get. There's only 12 or 13 of us. But other things that are just kind of smaller announcements, email is usually effective, especially if not everyone's here at the same time.
Yes. And you guys?
It really varies on what I need or what my question is. Like if it's just like a simple question, phone call, in person, I'll just pop by your desk.
Yeah.
I need this
Right. And I'm not
information.
talking about regular discussion. I'm talking about information that, or comes that, I guess needs to reach you, right?
From a top.
Email.
Email?
Yeah, mostly
Email,
email. Like
reach.
from Richemont that needs to circulate, it would be like email or
Yeah.
Yammer. Right?
No, yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
the point, yeah. And in terms of style, like, we also know now that many, also use videos or, more fun kind of tone or more casual, whatever. How do you react to this? What do you prefer?
I think for something, this is just an example, like if they're going to read you the manifesto, it would be kind of neat for it to be maybe like a video or an impromptu town hall or something, just so that it's more live and shared. Like I was with the company and they had acquired someone, they like emailed everyone to go to the like atrium, standing on the stairs and everything, to announce it at once. It was kind of more exciting just because everyone could experience it at one time.
Right.
Definitely something personal or with a pulse or something where you know that there's a human on the other end.
Gotcha.
Like the smaller things, emails are easy, but
Yes, also emails. I mean, emails remain very immediate, very approachable. Okay. Anything you'd like me to know? Or that you'd like to say before I let you go back?
just glad that, they took this initiative,
Yeah.
it shows that they care.
I'd love to have more if you're going to talk about trust and collaboration and stuff, just between over where your headquarters are and to where your different markets are. There's a lot of things that we can do better locally on all different scales that we can't because the mothership is like, this is, you can't do, like, you're really pigeonholed. So I feel like that's where we lack, like, it could be so much cool, it could more, like, just makes more sense, you know, and just, we can save a lot of money, we can do a lot of things that we can do.
Yes.
European work is not the American work, that kind of thing. That's,
Yeah.
I wish they would know that more.
Okay, yeah, point taken,
Thank you.
it's important.
I didn't know what we were getting into.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is neat.
Well, I guess,
Did the you said the first group today was you know, different people. Was it did you see an overlap in the same results, or was it much different? 'Cause there were
so there's been a lot of passion in the response, you know, in this morning session, and lots of debates, and there is a lot of consistency with what you're saying, but also, of course, some differences. I think they actually were very excited about Reveal the Exceptional. Because it spoke also for them. It spoke about the people, also like the exceptional, right? The talents and it didn't feel like a bragging, you know. It was some kind, you know, and it was also giving justice to the exceptional quality of your product. So they felt it was quite of a you know, ownable, but also broad, you know, topic. But I think, yeah, they also want more collaboration and like it, and they also think that you know, you have a unique group with lots of heritage and stories, and yeah, so that also work, the trust, I think they said a little bit the same. Then, you know, I would need to go back to the recordings and to my notes to be very specific, but that's going to be one piece in the puzzle with the other markets, right? So at the end, you know, we're not sure yet where this will go, but I think overall you're quite aligned on what makes the group really different, and that's definitely about the heritage and the maison and the fantastic history that you have, that you transforming and then, you know, bringing into something about the future somehow. And they want a little bit more sustainable. Yeah. They all care for the
more
future.
passionate about.
yeah.
They were very engaged, but you were too.
I mean, I feel weird. I don't know. You know, like, I guess, I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, but I think everybody says it's good, a good initiative. It matters to us. We want to be proud of our values and, you know, what we stand for. So I think overall it's going to be heard.
Cool.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you. Appreciate your
Great
time.
opportunity.
Go back to your life
You're keeping
and
this,
good
right?
luck. I'm keeping this. Thank you. And have more food if you want back to your desk. Or...
I didn't see it.
Sure, thank you very much.
Nice meeting you all.
Have a good afternoon. Likewise.
We need to work with other people.
Yeah, you don't get that many opportunities, I understand.
Just in the elevator.
Yeah.
Puppy therapy?